This video is going to show you how to slip and score to attach two different pieces of clay together, and also how to make a coil, which is also something you can attach to your clay. So to begin, I'm going to show you how to make a coil. I'm just going to take a small piece like this and pinch it between my fingers so it kind of looks like a pickle. Something like that. Okay, and then you can of course use larger pieces of clay or smaller pieces of clay. And now that we've got the pickle, I'm going to use my base of my hand or my palm, using kind of around here to roll it out. Now I'm going to go back and forth and not just stay in one spot, because if I stay in one spot, what's going to happen? It's going to get really thin in that spot. So I'm going to roll it back and forth to make sure that it's the same thickness all the way around. And here we have a coil. Now what we're going to do is attach that coil to our piece of clay. And in order to do that, we're going to do something called slipping and scoring. First is the scoring part, and that is making tiny little lines in our clay on both the area that we're going to attach it to and the piece that we're attaching it. So making little scores, you can use like a fork like this. There's a bunch of tools right over here at the clay station to use. And I'm going to go in two different directions. I'm going to go down, and then I'm going to go across. Now remember, I said to do it for both pieces. So this is a piece that I'm attaching, and this is what I'm attaching it to. So maybe I want it to be a band across. Then I'm going to make that line across, scoring it like this, and scoring in both directions, across and up and down. Now this is what's going to start breaking up that clay to allow the two pieces to come together. But in order for it to come and stick together, we need something called slip. Now slip is just a mixture of water and clay. So I just took a little bit of clay. You can use your fingers to kind of mix it up and get it wet. And this is essentially the glue to attach two pieces of clay together. So I'm just going to rub my finger with the slip on the piece that I'm attaching and what I'm attaching it to. You don't want to add too much of the water. The more water you use, the weaker your clay is going to get. And then you kind of just stick it on like that. And that's the first step. But then of course, you can always push it down and smooth it out so that it really has a seamless edge like that. If you do not slip and score, and you just put your piece on like this without doing those extra steps, this is just going to fall off right in the kiln. It's not going to stick. So make sure you do that. Also, when you are attaching two different pinch pots, make sure that you also do the slipping and the scoring. So if I wanted one big hollow form, say I wanted to make a head of a sculpture, or I want to make a football, or I wanted to make a baseball, or I want to make a ballet slipper, then I would always again make sure that they're hollow, slip and score both sides here, and then attach it together. This can be a little bit more tricky because you need to be precise about the two different sides, but I'm sure you can get it and have fun.